What's going on, guys? Alan Nefredi here. I've just been editing a podcast series for David Nurse in the Game of Life, and I wanted to showcase to you guys how you guys could use a Final Cut plugin to make audio visualizations for your podcast. And so one of the ways that you want to kind of grow exposure to your podcast is you take the existing audio content and you splice it up and add some graphics or visualization. And so this is all done through Final Cut, and it's going to be a short video. It's for people who are beginners. I know there's a lot of ways you could do it through Adobe After Effects or through Motion, but this is a simple plugin where you just drag and drop. All right, hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I wanted to showcase to you the ways that you can add visualization to your podcast. And I'm going to go through the workflow I do for my clients. So one of the ways actually that you can do this is actually in closed beta. It's called Podbites. If you click this video, it kind of just shows you how you make content as an episode. So it's in closed beta. You guys should sign up to try and get early access. Definitely recommend you check this out because this is actually the easiest form. If you guys don't have any experience with video editing and stuff of that nature, this is your surefire way to get into the podcast visualization game in terms of how you can distribute your podcast content to other social media platforms. Now, what I want to talk about is the plugin I use for Final Cut. It's FCPX Audio Visualizer. You can find it at pixelfilmstudio.com, and I'm actually going to go right into actually some of the visualizations I was building out today. So if you go into Final Cut and after you install the program, you have these installed generators that you can build out. And the reason I do this workflow is because you'll see that if you try to add it directly onto your project, it's kind of difficult to sync the audio. So what you want to do is you want to make actually a compound clip. One is the title bar. And so this one has they call it song, but I put the podcast information. So all it does is it syncs or it creates the visualization. It doesn't actually add audio. And then what I did was I then added the audio to the audio track. I muted it. But so now it has audio and video bars synced up. And then when I made that, the reason I do that as a compound clip is because then as I'm browsing through finding sound bites to add to my Instagram or my client's Instagram, I should say that, you get a synced bar graph. So what I do is I take like the 1 minute sound clip and I have, the way I develop my Instagrams or my projects, I typically have like the Instagram project setting 1,000 by 1,000. And so now when I'm making content, I just literally copy and paste that clip, paste it over. And so now you have these this audio visualization that you could put on your Instagram, on your Twitter, on your Facebook. And then some of you guys have been asking how to do the subtitles. So actually there's no way to actually, right now, at the Anchor app, they kind of took away the subtitle features that they did. So you got to go in, if you guys are used to Gary Vee or Lewis Hughes, I mean, they have someone on their team that just literally, you cut this and then you change the text. And it's a manual process, but if you guys are doing it, or you're doing it for your clients, this is what it takes. So I hope that, guys, clarifies some ways that you could add some spice to your social media content for yourself or for your clients. I think the visualization is an easy way to do it, especially because if you kind of look at what Gary Vaynerchuk does. If I pull in this, let's see if I can get this up here. Right, you'll see that even here, I talk about how if you want to have video content, just record yourself on the podcast, but sometimes that's not available. So one of his posts, when he starts, what's he doing? He is here. It is. So he puts his headline text, and then he actually does the content manually, but you can see here he just has a simple visualization and then he puts the subtitle text. So hopefully that, guys, helped you. There's different things you could check out with that plugin. They have different generators. They have the circle one, the extended bars, but any of the stuff helps add content. And then, of course, it's not just the visualization that makes it; it's the content that is recorded and produced. So if you guys are doing a podcast, make sure to always engage the audience or think of ways that you can have these sound bites and deliver valuable content to the audience. All right, hope that helps. I'll see you guys in the next one.